Ever been to a family dinner and there's that cousin that makes rocket science look like making pancakes? Or maybe you're at a get-together and you find yourself talking to someone who oozes intelligence. Or you find your crush happens to be a chemistry major. And while we can't give you a crash course in quantum physics or a quick tutorial on Oxford Dictionary 101, but we can tell you 15 ways to sound smart wherever you are. Welcome to ALUX. Number 1. Listen. When you talk, you think of 1,000 words. When you listen, you say 1,000 words. Have you ever noticed that very smart people, except braggarts, always talk a little and listen much? As easy as it sounds, listening is key to appearing more intelligent than you actually are. When you listen, you hear what the speaker is saying more clearly. You can anticipate their next words and charm them by completing their thoughts. You don't have to comment on everything they say, just chip in on topics you understand or are passionate about. Reflect their thoughts back to them and ask them questions. It'll make you seem very smart. Number 2. Stand tall without looking snobbish. We communicate more with our body language than with our actual words. It would be difficult for your words to come off as intelligent if your body language screams dullard. Don't slack, slouch, or walk around with sleepy eyes. Slumping tells your audience you don't have much confidence in yourself and what you're saying. Slouching makes you pass off as either an exuberant teenager or the janitor. However, if you stand too rigidly, you could come across as nervous or uncomfortable. You may even come off as arrogant or snobbish. Take time to study your posture and aim for the right balance. Number 3. Cut back on the crutch words. Imagine talking to someone who always goes, like, in between all of their words and sentences. These words are like tics that we do without even noticing. They're our crutch words, phrases, and words we fall back on when we're unsure of ourselves. We use them to support our sentences, but our message ends up being littered in between and we lose our listeners' confidence in us. Another habit that makes us come off as unintelligent is up-talking, which is when you end your sentences with a higher tone. It makes the statement sound like a question, and it's not advisable if you want to sound intelligent at all times. Number 4. Take your time. Most of us are anxious about making a good impression when we speak. It results in falling back on our crutch words, which only worsens the impression we can give. Get comfortable with pausing in the middle of a conversation to gather your thoughts. It'll help you if you understand that silence can actually make you look smarter. By pausing, you let your words sink in and make sure your audience is really listening. Once you get a person to listen, it becomes easier to calm your nerves and speak more clearly. Number 5. Read more. Reading is simultaneously the easiest and most difficult way to always sound smart. Easy? Yes, because if you read more, you'll always be knowledgeable enough to pass off as intelligent. Difficult? Yes, because in the digital world, video games and social media have almost replaced books as the primary form of entertainment. Now, I'm not trying to tell you you need to read every book written by Tolstoy, but an article a week will help to keep your dullness more weak. Subscribe to email newsletters or read long-form articles. Once a month, pick up a novel. You'll be much better off. Number 6. Take control. Confidence is a premium asset everyone should have. If you're confident, it would be easy to move the topic to one you're comfortable with very simply. You don't have to fake the conversation with your new friend or urge them on with empty, polite smiles. Why not smoothly nudge them onto more familiar grounds? Like, organic chemistry is a cool field to be in. I've got a friend who's a chemist, but also teaches yoga. Do you do yoga? And that's it, the conversation goes on, but you have to subtly change gears now and then to contribute a little bit more. Number 7. Don't use academic jargon. Even English professors these days settle for simple words rather than academic jargon, so why should you use them? Spewing words from the dictionary is not going to make you sound smarter. You would most probably lose the attention of your audience because no one would have an unabridged Oxford dictionary on hand to check out the meaning of lugubrious, which basically means to look and sound sad, by the way. But using big words like this would only make you look like you're trying too hard. Remember when you wrote those college essays and used words that not even you could pronounce correctly? How many marks did they give you for that? Instead of magnanimous, use kind. Instead of incomprehensible, use difficult to understand. Clear and direct words hold attention better, and you're not going to come across as a phony. Number 8. Wear glasses. This one's a bit of a dumb suggestion, but quite smart in practice. Stereotypes are powerful, Aluxer, and the image of the high school overachiever wearing glasses is permanently imprinted in our mind. So when a person walks into a room wearing glasses, we immediately check them off as kind of brainy. So exploit this. When you want to appear intelligent, put on a pair of glasses, but not dark sunnies, okay? This is way off the mark. And if your vision is 20/20, then hey, grab a pair of blue light glasses and keep your eyes in good shape. Number 9, use active sentences. There's a reason why gurus are fond of affirmative sentences. Using affirmations not only instills a sense of confidence in you, it projects that confidence outwards. Affirmations are active sentences. In these sentences, the subject performs an action and has an active voice. They are concrete and concise. So use active sentences rather than passive sentences, which can be vague. Using these sentences shows that you know what you're talking about and grants you an air of authority, making you appear more intelligent. Number 10, speak sparsely. Speak a little and only when you have something to say. By ignoring the urge to be talkative in a conversation, you would seem very knowledgeable. Don't push your opinions and share your ideas only if it moves the conversation forward. If you were, for instance, discussing politics with a friend, you would sound smart when you share knowledge relevant to the conversation. If you are in an argument, share your position and add supporting facts. Don't try to force your stance on others or attack their positions. Doing so would only make them tune you out. Number 11. Use proper grammar. You don't need a degree to speak English or any other language correctly. By having a good grasp on the language and studying its grammar, you can speak in a social setting and sound educated. When you sound educated, you'll also be ascribed to the trait of intelligence by others. If you don't have strong grammar skills, you can learn through online tutorials and use online language tools. When you're next speaking with your friends, practice speaking good grammar to improve. And if you're not sure if you need to improve your grammar, you could ask your close friends who can give you an honest answer without embarrassing you. Number 12, ask questions. Although I mentioned this earlier in the video, it's worth repeating. Asking questions is a way to always sound smart. Doing this doesn't mean you're uninformed. Instead, it shows that you're engaged in the conversation, which the speaker will appreciate. It is well known that intelligent people want to learn and grow. It is, therefore, only natural that you'll appear intelligent if you're curious and ask questions. So ask those questions, listen to the responses, and don't be afraid to ask some follow-up questions. Number 13, you can say you don't know. Ironic as it sounds, admitting you don't know a certain subject will make you look smarter, if you can summon the courage to admit it in public. Humans are naturally in tune with others' moods and behaviors. You can be assured that if you act as if you know a lot, even if you don't, someone will notice. And in these cases, you'll look like a phony and your ignorance will be exposed. You'll end up leaving a very bad impression. So if a topic is being discussed and you have no idea what it's about, you can politely halt the conversation and ask for an explanation to keep up to speed. And the same goes if you're asked a question and have no answer. By admitting you don't know, you display humility, which is an admirable trait possessed by intelligent people. Number 14. Do your research. No matter how many hacks you know, nothing beats being knowledgeable on the topic you're talking about. This tip applies especially in academic circles. When you have a project or would have to attend a seminar, read up on topics related to that field. Do a little research on the necessary subjects, and when you have to speak with colleagues and peers, it'll be much easier to sound intelligent because, well, you will be intelligent. Number 15. Repeat what the last speaker said slowly. If this is not the ultimate hack to look more intelligent than you are, we don't know what is. When you're next in public with your peers and an engineer begins to mouth off divine intelligence, pause the conversation with the words, "Now let me just repeat this." Then proceed to repeat what your intelligent friend said very slowly. You can literally talk to them like this. See what I did there? You can talk slowly, emphasizing each part of the statement. You said nothing intelligent yourself, but hours after that conversation, those words will likely be ascribed to you instead of their actual owner. Now, for sticking with us until the very end, here's your bonus. Number 16. Laugh at yourself, Eluxer. People love self-deprecating humor. It shows confidence in yourself, honesty, and most importantly, intelligence. Being able to think of jokes or sarcasm is a sign of a healthy brain. By making those jokes about yourself, within reason, you put yourself in the spotlight while making others feel good. They'll attribute those positive feelings to you and begin to see you as an intelligent person. Thanks for spending some time with us today, Eluxer. We're so glad you did. If you found value in today's video, please give us a like, hit that bell icon to never miss an upload, and hey, don't forget to subscribe.